Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Vannin and you've joined me here on Satisfactory. And we're having to handcraft some stuff because, well, I keep forgetting that we don't actually make rotors other than to make the motors over the other side. Over at the steel factory. So I'm having to handcraft some. So that the old-fashioned way with rods and screws and screw rods and rodded screws, I don't know. So yeah, we need 100 in total, and we have like 7. So yeah, we're just making up some of those, and then we are going to continue on with our plastic and rubber, and take our first look at. So it wasn't so long ago we had a bit of a look at what we were going to do in terms of like infrastructure, you know, chains and bits and pieces like that. But never really actually did anything. Get rid of that. You know, we laid out some concrete foundations and we were kind of like, you know, but the more and more I looked at it, it was really high. So I've taken all of that down. We now know where we're going to stick the central storage, and we've got this building and we've got some other buildings. So now all we've got to do is trying to figure out how we're going to put them together. So I'm kind of thinking that the central storage is going to be the thing that's going to link everything together for us. So yeah, let's get these crafted. We're not far off. I'm on my later work pattern this week, so by the time I finish work I've got like an hour to eat and get all of this set up. So apologies that I haven't quite got everything all set up ready for us to go, and apologies for only the one stream last week. Wasn't feeling amazing. The old dreaded dodgy neck decided to rear its ugly head and subsequently stopped me from being able to stream. So, one more. BT3. Right, let's make them. So we're going to make up all of these rotors, and then we can get to. That's one of those big long-legged creatures, isn't it? It's just decided to walk along the train station. We'll get our water extractors all hooked up, and then we'll get our the other water extractors ready for our plastic and rubber. We need to decide what we're going to do with the old plastic and rubber. Like, how are we gonna set these up? We're just going to take them further down the line. Gonna go higher. Really don't know, you know. Handcrafting is painful. But I think I know where I'm gonna. I want to make motors. I think I want to make rotors, stators, and motors all in one factory. So have like a floor to make rotors, a floor to make stators, we will have, and then we'll have motors on top. And then whatever we make of motors, we'll then make sure we have some runoff so that we've got rotors and stators, you know, available to us. Right. Place you there. And then you there. And then logistics, see if we get a little cheeky one of these. Place that there. And then that one there. And we want this to be... No, gone past it. Damn it, noodle. Is it noodle? Not sure it is, you know. Is it... horizontal to vertical? Ah, it's because that one's closer, isn't it? That looks quite cool. So, do something similar with this one. Go to noodle. And we change that one to the horizontal and vertical. Yes, I like. And we need to zap that and that. As well as that and that. That, and that. Okay. How much water do these need? 60. So these are both doing 120. And then it's going to do 4. Yeah. Happy days. Not sure I like that. I think I prefer that. And then we need to go to this again and do that. And now it looks spectacularisms. Right. So let's go that, and then that's going to make the packaged fuel, because that is what is left over. Still haven't quite worked out what we're going to do with with all of that. You know what I could do? Could have a logistics floor. So if we're going to go above, so let's have a wall, and we want it on a zoop. So then that's the height. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to there. Architecture. This can act as like 2 factors. One, it looks like it's a layer that foundations. Do we go steel again? Yeah, why not? And if I stick that on top of there, like that. I'm gonna go like this. I don't think I mind that clipping, you know. Now, would we go right across like that? Or would it be like this? Maybe if we do this. As a kind of some kind of thing. What we could do down here, maybe. Or G. So architecture frame wall. Like that. And then going down like that. That's keeping a very real industrial kind of look, but it allows us to see stuff and also get through and go inside, which I like. Yeah, I like that. It looks like it's really well supported as well, because we've got like a train station upstairs. You know, need to do more of that steel kind of infrastructure. I need to be careful on steel because I'm already like almost gone none. And we might get as far as doing a bit of train work, possibly. So, those are done. We'll need to figure out power as well soon-ish. And up we get. I don't think I'll do anything other than maybe some railings, possibly. Fill this in. Yeah, we'll need to fill that in. We need to delete that that wall. But here, what I'm thinking is so where this finishes here. Logistics. Needs to come over a little bit more. There. And if I go like that, and then I've got that whole foundation width to then stack them if I need to. But then that means that I can then bring those out. So how many have I got to do? So we can get rid of that. Deleting everything. Got that bit. And again, same place. So then that is going to go up here. suppose I could put a half foundation on each side. Foundation. That is tight. It's the wrong way round. One side of the half foundation has like the dimples like are on top. So you can see, dimply edge. Don't want a dimply edge. Want the edge like that. So this will give us more room to be able to perfecto. So this gives us more, like I say, this will give us more room to be able to, if we stop there, then we can continue that down like that. Fact, actually get rid of that and then do it like that. So that'll be fine. So this now means that I can go logistics and do this. And then So if I then put that up on top of here and then bring that like across. So like this. Then I'll be able to bring all of these down. This one there. And then this one there. Right. So they're all belted up. We could then probably use like steel walls or something. Like the ones we've used downstairs. Like those ones there. We can come up and tie in with this. Running that way. I'd do like that. And if I get be like that. You have a real industrial look to everything. And then these along here, we can have like, I'm envisaging having like a glass for all of this. So like we've done over there where we've utilized the fact that walls can kind of like meld into glass. And we've got like a corner there that's open so that when you're in the train station you can kind of like see out and see across the water and stuff. Here I'm thinking of making a much bigger glass kind of statement. But again, it's still being very, very industrial. Like this is not the. This is not for passengers, as it were. I think I might actually build like a passenger train that kind of just travels around the map. You know, just a train, not even with a car on the back of it or anything, just simply a train. But travels all the way around the map. Kind of goes to all of the different spots, as it were. Okay. So. So we need 10 refineries for rubber and 15 for plastic. But I have a feeling we are going to need to go back to go and get some steel so that we can lay stuff out, unless I just build it in concrete. For the time being. Walls. Do I need to go any higher than 1? No. Foundations. Pick concrete. So I need 25. And how much does it take? Realistically, 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives us 5, doesn't it? 1, 2, 4, 5. So we're going to start on this one. So we do them in batches of 5. I don't know. Yeah, that's going to come out here, maybe, is it? I don't know. Will it? Maybe. Oh, that's rather fortunate. Lines up perfectly. So, that is kind of the base, as it were. And then we go up one more to give ourselves That's our outline. That's the amount of space we've got to work with. So more than enough space to also have, take into consideration having awesome sinks. Yeah. Yeah, obviously. Looks like we're going to be having a trip back to starter base, as I am running out of concrete and steel. Yeah. Just quite fortunate it's becoming nighttime anyway. I'm not going to be able to see him very much. So we may as well have a run back. God knows where to place the car. If you were a car, where would you be? Over there, apparently. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's go and get some steel. And some concrete. We can do this all out properly. And I'll try and be sensible and actually put stuff in the car. Shock, horror, disbelief. I always forget that this has a storage. Doesn't have a big storage, but it has a storage. Can do a better job of putting these electrical pylons. Have I run out of? Have. Do a better job of putting these electrical pylons down as well, but that'll be in due time. I'm like half considering seeing if I can come up with some kind of like a railway that includes it as well as a highway. I just can't think of how to include that unless I include that as being like the stand. Because I normally do it so that like every 12 foundations I have something that comes down to the floor. So do I then do that with that included? See, that no, that doesn't work for me. That doesn't work at all, because you would then have to be at a specific level that it didn't matter about the floor. You'd have to be high, so that's taking it high again. No. Having it near it, having it side. So maybe when we do the ground piece, as one of these is approximately this. So we have that to the side. So when we go the 12 foundations, then we would effectively have so we would effectively have like this. Typical of run out. So you would effectively have, just delete those two. So imagine that goes to the floor and you've got your train track running down there and you've got your train track running down there. It's a bit fancier than this, but it's effectively that. So you have that, and then when that comes down to the bottom, this comes out enough out the side, and it would be higher up off the ground. But then you have your power running side by side with it, and you always know that that's going to be like straight and stuff, and it gives you a means of getting up and down. I quite like the idea of that. So build that, and I can't do it, but you can see how that fits on. So I then mess around. I don't know whether I will be able to do that in the blueprint maker. Don't know whether it's too tall, but it's worth giving it a go, I reckon. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. There we go. Leg trip. I'm really not very good at driving this thing. Said they redid the physics. I think I say this every single time I get in this thing, and they've redone it a bit too well, I think. Because I wasn't too bad at driving these things beforehand. But now they've made it really realistic, and I'm just like, nope, oversteer, let's crash every time I get in it. Large rocks. Big stick. Need to come through here with the old obelisks and destroy all of those big far rocks. Well, thanks very much, but I need that back. Need to get rid of that. Can get rid of the screws. Can get rid of that. See that. Still got enough encased industrial beams for the time being. Need to blueprint myself something like this. I mean, I don't think this fits on the blueprint machine thing. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, it doesn't fit on there because it's like 4x4 or something. But I reckon we could do something so that it's like a 4x4 for the location of, or for the purpose of a what's the word? Like extractor doing thingy. Really does look cool in here. Especially at night time. And this isn't very optimized at all, mostly because I don't actually have that much going or running on this side, I don't think. Like I've got Caterium set up for over here, but I don't think I'm going to make Caterium anymore. I think literally most of this is just making screws. And realistically, I should utilize the coal and then take the coal, smelt it with the iron, because I'm sure there's a recipe for coal and iron ingots to make steel and then make steel screws or something like that. I know, I forget now. Anyway, and you'd make I make way more steel. Don't want that. I do want that, but I don't want all of it. And I need 100 of those. So copper sheets, I need 600 and I've got like 2,000. That should be enough. I will grab one more just for good luck. Motors, got 250. Don't think I need any of that. But I can't get rid of it right now. I'll grab that. Do I need them? No, I don't. Buy them off. Don't need anything in there. I think now all I need is a steel surface. I know I've got pipes coming in. I know I've got steel coming in and I don't need it. I think I've got any here. I don't. open these doors. I'm just going to go really laggy. Seven tickets, that's all I got. I think I might redo this train line as well, because it's very, very rubbish, for want of a better word. Have all of that. And I need to do a Caterium factory, because I was having the Caterium come over here. But yeah, no. Not long until they come back off holiday, if they're not already back off holiday. By they, I mean the devs. Right, I'm going to store all that in there. I'm going to put random stuff in here and all, actually. That's a better idea. Let's put all the random stuff in there. All the random stuff I don't really need. Right. What I do need is I need some fuel. Now, where did I dump off all of that fuel before? Was it upstairs? I think it was. one of these boxes over here will have fuel in it, he says. And it doesn't. Did I? No, I did. I took the fuel out when I was over in the steel factory. I'm going all the way back over there again. Jog on. Let's go to our packaged fuel plant over here, which will soon be disappearing. Because we'll be making packaged fuel over at the other place. So if I then grab all of that. Coming along quite nicely. Yeah, I never put a way out of this, did I? Around the side, I think. Come around here and then drop down. Oh, hello. I'll just put like a staircase here or something. I think I might redo that as well, because number one, I don't need as many of those, and I think I might build it on the side here somewhere, and make it glass so I can actually see out of it. Right. Okay. We have things. Go back. Yeah, I'm also thinking of building like the so having the train line on the top, and then underneath having a highway. And the main reason for this is how dreadful I am at driving on on this bit. Mostly because I try and drive at Mach 10. I'm fully aware of this. But Yeah, maybe that is the secret. We make like a highway. And then I can have like ramps coming on and off the highway then. You know, for various locations. I don't know why I'm trying to steer whilst I'm actually in the air. Because it's not like the wheels are touching anything. And then I steer a little bit too much. So this is where I'm thinking of like bringing the train line down, like bringing it down through the water here. Well, what I plan on doing is take this over here where it lives. Get out of that before I kill myself. Let's quickly chuck on the old flight mode. Is that one? Yeah, flight mode. And I'll show you kind of my master plan, if it can be construed as such. Okay. So we're going to come down from here. And I thought about just literally just running a spur and going back. And I might still do that just for time for this particular train. But, so it comes along here. And then it will sweep around. And will kind of like join in to here. Now, what I plan on here is going to be a roundabout. So, because I know for a fact that isn't actually on the grid, I want to put the main storage on the grid. So, as that line comes down, it'll like tie in to the actual train station. And the easiest way for me to do that is for this here to be like a roundabout in my head. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. So this is going to come down and it's going to be kind of pretty much water level ish. And then I'm going to do the roundabout in this area here. And then that's going to sweep off that way to go to the main base. And then this is then going to come down. I'm not going to take it through there. I'm going to take it round, down, and then it's going to climb back up again. Because he says that archway, I want it to go through that archway. Basically, it's going to go through that archway and then it's going to go off to... Nope, I don't want that. I want that. So, hide that. So, that archway, I think... is here. I think it's that archway there. So it's going to come up and go through there, and then it can come into this area here. So the train line can then come along down, and then it can then go into this section here. Because I want it to come through, I'll have like a main one going through, but then I want to have little hubs in and around this area, because there's a lot of resources in and around here. So what I might do is I might just do one factory in this location that then pulls all of these resources together. So maybe I was actually thinking, because technically this is supposed to be like the starter area in here, in this section here. So I was kind of thinking to myself, well, why don't I build like what would be the starter factory, or lots of little small factories, and then obviously I can then have like either one train station in this location, or I can have multiple train stations where, you know, I'll have like maybe 1 or 2 trains going around the whole thing and picking up stuff from this location. So maybe I will take like a random iron and put it together to make some of the basic stuff in this location in here, or maybe I'll, you know, make one big factory to do all the basic bits and pieces, and then I know I've then got them. I've got them being made for like central storage. What was that? Quartz. Oh yeah, I've got quartz in there, haven't I? Yeah, because I've still got to get quartz into this. Because I've got the iron ore. There's another one there. Pure. Didn't realise there was 4 pure iron nodes there. It's not a bad starting location, really. You've got pure limestone. You've got caterium, you've got iron there, you got another pure caterium there, you got oil. Just bloody hell, that's down here. It's actually got a pretty good starting location. You got coal in there. Pretty good, you know. Normal. There's more coal. Oh, that's high up, that. Not a bad starting location at all. What's that? Impure. Maybe actually pull all the concrete together just around here and make a concrete factory. Is that impure. Normal. A lot of impure, but that could all equate together to make a nice little steel factory in there. Need to see what else is in here, so I need to build some more, but I burnt through all of my crystal oscillators. I didn't realize how hungry they were for crystal oscillators, which is why this factory, the quartz factory, I'm going to make crystal oscillators there. So I've claimed the quartz in there. So that'll all come to this, and then I'll make crystal oscillators in there, which will then feed onto the train line. So I'll do a train station in there, train goes in, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do a bunch of iron bits and pieces along here because I've got loads of iron nodes. So yeah, the train station that's in here, the heavy modular frames, may end up just becoming a heavy modular frame station, and I'll be able to maybe boost it a bit because I know it's not getting enough materials. It's the higher end stuff like the concrete frames things. It's not getting enough of that. And yeah, start working on the oil power plant very, 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 very soon. But I need this working, which means that this needs to be working in order to get this working. And I need to get the quartz from in here out and the caterium. I think I need more caterium. I'm not sure. I can't remember. That's also the other thing, is I forget what I need and what I don't need. But that's my plan. That is the plan. But in the meantime, let's go and finish this off. And we will stop flying in a minute. Now, in fact. Right. Materials. Turn all of this into steel. Change that to dare you. Not zoop when I need you to zoop. was doing that arc build the other day, and doing that build reminded me how far, you know, how behind Arc is when it comes to like building. And I don't mean, because I mean some of the stuff you can build, and some of the stuff other people have built, and to a certain extent some of the stuff I've built, although I don't think I've set the world on fire by any means, is fantastic at what you can do in Arc. But it's the actual, like, the mechanic of it. That's not going to be there, is it? So 1, 2, and 1, 2. Then going to be on this line here, isn't it? 2 in and 2 in. Let's production. We want the refinery. Then that'll then mean like that. And effectively, I then go to could do that if I wanted to. Okay. Almost died. Three, 4, 5. and gives loads of room for the exits. So that's rubber done in terms of so that is going to be recycled rubber. No, it's not. It's going to be residual rubber. Really should use the blueprint maker more, because I wouldn't have to do all of this. So it takes 40 water for each one. So it requires 400 water. So one 600 line would be able to do it. 40, 80. So it'd be 180. Right? 40 plus 80. Another 40 is 120. No, 200. Was right. Logistics. Colors. Edit. Cancel. too close. Okay. We place it there instead. Do I even need them? I think I do. I'll need to use pumps to get the water up here. But that's not a problem. And I've put the water coming up on this side. Doesn't necessarily mean it needs to. I have underneath to fine tune that. Because it's coming through this way. I need 400. To come up into this. Ooh, onto this line. It's probably sensible to have its own lines. So whether it comes up here or whether it comes up on this side, I suppose it doesn't really make any difference whatsoever. So that'll be rubber. How much of a gap do I want to leave? So maybe if I start from the other end here and come in 2. So 1, 2. Production, refinery, like that. Two, 3, 4, 5. And then 15 for plastic. So residual plastic, and then this needs like 20 water. So 20 times 15 is 300. So I'll just need one 300 line for all of this. Well, that's pretty adjacent. I have not lined them up at all. Do I want to? Will it make any difference? Oh, really? Other than the fact that I will know. Need 60 polymer, which will mean that I can use a Mark 1 riser for it. Lift, whatever it's called. Do I have? Not on one. So let's do that. Yep, and we'll do that. Right, that's that done. So it needs 60 per minute. So 60 times 15 is 900. And I presume it's going to say the rest. Well, I hope so. What I am going to do is I'm going to do a valve to stop water coming back. Onto this split. So if that takes 20 water, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So the maximum flow rate that's going to be allowed to do is 100. And then this one 200. And then if it like mixes at some point at a later date, but if I fill the pipe down the other end, then that shouldn't be a problem. I don't think it's needed in any shape or form. So, what does the head lift on this do? I think it's 10 meters. Water extractor. No, I want to know what it does. Go into this one, don't I? Water extractor. Head lift 10 meters. So then 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. 50 meters, 20 meters. So we need... Right. Electricity. So 120. I need more than just the one, don't I? I'm also gonna and I'm gonna underclock all of these to just 100. Back in the water. I don't know what it is about valves, but I just like the idea of... Also as well as because water is... Obviously it's fluid. So it will move backwards and forwards. And now if I then do that, which is then 300... The purpose of the valves for me is that it then can't move around. Can't be sloshing backwards and forwards and not really knowing what's going on. So that's producing 100. So this line will only now have, or this will only let 100 through. So let's 100 through into here. That's letting 100 through into there. Technically 100 is in there. And then the big thing for me is the valve won't allow water back. So there's no water from here can split that way. So it's not going to go half and half. Literally this water can only go into here. Can't go back that way. So that's my theory behind it anyway. I could be horribly, horribly wrong. And if I am, I am. Right. So now I need 600. So I need 600 for the other side, don't I? This is a horrible visual glitch of whatever it is, isn't it? I'm gonna run out of copper sheet, aren't I? How very frustrating. So if I need 600, one there. Can I fit another one? Missing copper sheet. Yeah, of course. So 600 divided by 120 is 5 of them. Okay. So I should, yeah, I'll be able to get 5 around there. Okay. I need more copper sheets. Is there anything else I need? Probably more steel. And maybe some more encased industrial stuff. Well, it's almost 3 hours, so I am going to call it there. We didn't really get any... well, not that we didn't really get anywhere with trains. We didn't get anywhere at all with trains. So, before the next time I do this, I will... what can I do? I'll get everything turned into steel. That's what I'll do. And I will begin to run I'll begin to run the these lines up here, because I don't know about you, but that was hurting my eyes, and I'm sure it's hurting your eyes, so not very visually pleasing to look at all in any shape or form. So I'll just finish these bits. And I'm just thinking to myself, do we... because I mean there is so much space up there. I mean so much room. Do I have some kind of like a thing in the middle where I bring the goods out and I actually run them across the floor here? What do I need to make the stations? Freight. I've got everything apart from grab a few more motors, so I should be able to do like a lot of this. I'll bring over a load of silica as well, so next time round we can start looking at the glass as well. And then we can get everything up and running. I can get the right amount of plastic going into this. Because I think I think this might literally just be a case of it goes... There's just the one train that goes from here. And it goes into there. And then it comes back up and it goes and it turns and it will probably have a thing that goes. The main reason why I want a roundabout over there is just so that there is a roundabout. So if if I need to turn a train around, I can do. Because that's relatively close to where the main hub is going to be. I'm actually thinking about where so here we're going to have a train line coming. So I'm actually thinking about maybe having some kind of a roundabout system here, because there'll be a train line going up to there. There's going to be a train line coming down here. So rather than having it all up here and then having to ramp up here, I'm actually thinking there'll be a train line that cuts through there. And it, there's a spur that joins into this factory. And obviously will then, carry on going through here. But the train line, now I know how to do curves and stuff, I can bring it up this way. Try and have it following the lay of the land a little bit more. But obviously thinking about the roadway. So if the train track is only 3, it only needs to be 3. I can then look at doing maybe a roadway which is 5. That could work, because you've got the one in the middle, which is stays the constant one in the middle with the train line above, and then you've then got 2 either side, and that's enough room as if it were 2 lanes of traffic, but also so it means that you can drive on it easier. And then that would take it out round that way. But I might not do the roadway going that way. Might just have the roadway going... Yeah, I could probably redesign where the train station is and stuff and have it so that there's a roadway. Yeah, I could definitely do that. And then have everything going this way. I could have the trains joining in and the roadway. Yeah, I could probably I'll see if I can have a look at doing that. And then we could spur the roadway off going down that route, or I don't know. Think about it. But the main thing we'll need for me will need to be roadway and the other. And that way I can get around the map easier. The likelihood is I'll probably just jump on trains, but that's beside the point. Okay, well, what have we got up to? It's practically done. It's just the linking everything up and then sorting out power. And we've got power here. It's literally just over there. So, I mean, I can spur off that and bring power down to here. And then link it up. Have like a mains turny-on-y thing. We'll also do like a mains power switch for each of the banks of refineries, meaning we can turn them on and off. The same as we will do with these. Because yeah, I did hook those two up to there, but I'll actually have these on their own separate. Oh, I've got priority switch now as well, don't I? So I could have the priority switch as the coming in, and then the individual power switches for all of the other stuff. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Yes, we will do it that way. So to delete that. Delete all of that. And I don't have the AI limiters, never mind. Yeah, do like a power switch that turns these on. Yeah. Okay. So in the meantime, the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make a box like over there, and I'm going to fill it with a load of like resources. I wasn't very organised this evening, and in hindsight, Satisfactory wasn't the game to choose this evening. Celery. I'll get a lot of this all finished off, and like just placing some foundations and stuff, because it's not that entertaining to watch. But thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, force family members to watch my musings. Don't take me seriously on that. But until Wednesday, no clue what my schedule is this week in terms of what games I'm going to play. It will literally be a case of what I feel like once 7 o'clock hits as to what I'll turn on. Well, and an hour beforehand when I do the thumbnail. But, yeah. Until next time, look after yourselves.